Hey, what's going on, kings and queens? My crowns and my tiaras. Okay, we're gonna do a deep dive today in this young lady named Regina Gold. Okay, and we're also gonna jump into Sean Davy Way. He did a interview with her a few days ago, and so on her TikTok page, I did go to her stories, and I posted and gave her encouragement and telling her truth in her story. And people came in my comment section, replied to my comments that I gave to her, and some was mean and some was vile, but I didn't respond to them because I normally don't respond to negative comments anyways, unless they're coming at me for a throttle. Then I give it how they gave it. So like I said, we're going to do a deep dive in today on, I get it. I get what Sean Davy Way is saying. I really, really do. And on the other hand, we're going to have to break down just a few things. And he's a content creator. I'm not discrediting none of his work at all. I love Sean Davy Way. I also been in his conversations too, and he has posted it on his channel. And so I appreciate that. I really do. So I would never, ever go in someone's comment section and tear them down on what they say, because it's one thing to give your opinion, and it's another in just being rude and disrespectful. I would never do that. I would never do that. So, again, like I said, this is pertaining to the young lady that he had interviewed. And let's just give you guys a little backstory about what this young lady is saying. She's saying that she is Aaliyah and R. Kelly's daughter. And so, everyone knows that Aaliyah does not have any children or a child. But there has been rumors that have circulated that said that Aaliyah was pregnant by R. Kelly. And I'm going to say alleged because I was not there. We don't have any hard, concrete evidence that can prove that she was actually pregnant, or she had a miscarriage, or did she have an abortion, or did she have a child and she gave it away for adoptions, or is anyone in her family raised the child. So we don't know any of these questions to these answers. So again, I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory about what I'm trying to say. And if you're here for the first time, welcome you guys over here to Who What Hi. I am your girl, Queen 3.8 Representative Diva, and you tune into Who? House of Queens TV, baby. So, like I said, welcome if you're here for the first time, and my returning kings and queens. Hey, y'all, hey. So, you can subscribe if you want to do so. Hit the notification bell button. Hit also every time I upload, baby. You will be notified. Also, leave a comment in the comment section so I know what you guys thought about this good old nasty commentary. And thumbs up, y'all. Thumbs up, y'all. Thumbs up, y'all. So it can push me through the algorithm so everyone else can enjoy the commentary that I am giving over here on House of Queens TV. Let's go. Let's get it.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense. Don't.
This woman believes that she's the love child of R. Kelly and Aaliyah.
I am the biological daughter of Aaliyah Houghton and Robert Kelly. Okay, y'all, I am back. My name is Love. My real name is Love.
Part 2. Again, Miss Love. Such a lovely name. But I'm gonna need you to bring up. I need to see, like the date, your birth certificate. Because here's the thing. Anybody that know Aaliyah, and it's a lot of people, we still mourning that woman. We still mourning her, because that woman was supposed to still be in her. She never took time off. She never took a hiatus like a lot of these entertainers and stuff do. She never did that. So at what time When did she have time to have a baby? She stayed small and skinny. She did all kinds of movies. Girl,
I said how it feels to watch your mom react to other people, and you just wanted her to be with you. The smallest symbol is going to the park, going out, and stuff like that, and you can't be in public with these people. And they just want attention. I just want.
And so this is under the Fair Use Act. So the commentary that I'm about to view with you guys is from the Sean Davy Way Show. Again, like I said, this is from the Fair Use Act. My commentary is not to bully, harass. I'm just giving my commentary for educational purposes and just my opinion and my opinion only. So again, I'm not here to harass anyone, discourage anyone, or bully anyone. This is for educational purposes only, and also going off my opinion. And so again, shout out to the Sean Davy Way Show. And like I said, that I agree 100%. I'm gonna do two videos. This is the first video that he did when he interviewed the young lady, and then I will come back and give you guys the second part after the interview of his thoughts on what people was saying, and on that part, that's where I agree and to disagree. But like I said, I'm not gonna tell no commentator anything about their commentary because that's their opinion. They went on their page and upload and gave their opinion about what they fucking made, and who am I to tell them they was wrong? No. Like I said, I'm just giving my opinion on something, and when I get to that point, I will let you guys know at the time of where things had rubbed me the wrong way. But again, no point if I am trying to come for a Sean Davy Way. I will never do that. Like I said, I love his commentary. I've been in his comment section, and he posted me on his show. So let's just get into a little bit of what he saying when he interviewed her for the first time. And shout out to Sean Davy Way, the official King Payne, Jaguar Wright, and also I can't think of the other lady name that was in here. As we go, I will give you guys the other lady name. It was Aaliyah's best friend, I believe, at the time, and she's also did some background songs for her, sing for her, whatever. So this is a deep dive into the daughter that's claiming to be Aaliyah and R. Kelly. Again, if you like the commentary, please go ahead and thumbs up. And if you want to do so, subscribe to the channel, baby. This is a deep dive. This might be a little long. Let's go. Let's get it. And again, thank you guys all for coming over here and viewing my content over here on who? House of Queens TV.
To her only daughter, Aaliyah. So why give up something or someone so precious? That doesn't make sense. But let's keep going. I'll be back with my commentary.
Little girls around the, well, I don't know around the world, but other little girls. And I was aware of both of them at one point in my life. As far as my dad, I don't want to call him a dad because he wasn't there. When his trial happened, he abandoned me with somebody else to take care of me, and especially after my mom died. I'll go into further details. I just want the world to know that she is my mother, and I don't really want people to know he's my dad, but unfortunately, he's a part of my half of me being here, but I just want the world to know. I feel like people need to understand how much she endured as a woman and how much she went through in carrying a whole child here and have to not be a part of her child's life because of some people she knew that was grimy or slime, essentially. And I want to show you guys a picture of us when we was younger and my grandma, and also here. I'll come into details because I held it in for so long that it was hard.
Excuse me.
To talk about, because essentially I thought I was going to get in trouble for so.
Okay, the other lady that was that I forgot to thank, her name was Javante. So shout out to Javante too. So again, shout out to Sean Davy Way, Official King Payne, Jaguar Rice, and Mrs. Javante. All the people that was involved in this interview. I'm not going to go through everybody. And so, like I said, it's going to be a deep dive into what Sean Davy Way did when he interviewed her. I gave you a little backstory of the first of them. So it's going to be the second part, and then we're going to have a third part. So, let's get into this.
I thought I was going to get in trouble for so long. And this is me with my mom and my grandma. I'll get some more details.
And again, this is not me coming at this young lady, trying to discourage her, or to bully her, or to mock her, or to make fun of her. All I'm doing is giving my commentary. I'm not bullying her, and this is fair use. I am encouraging her to speak her truth, whatever her truth is. And I always stated that when she first came out. She gets so many comments, so she probably didn't notice my my comment that I made over there on her TikTok before it got deleted. But now it's back, so I don't know when, if they delete your TikTok and they give it back, do you have the same comments? So she probably didn't notice any of my comments that I have gave her, encouraging her, have her stand up in her truth. Again, I'm just letting her get what she has to get out. I just gave her uplifting words and encouragement. I did not once say, "You lying ass girl, you know damn well," not mocking her, none of that, making fun of her, none of that. I always said to her, stand in your truth, honey. Whatever your truth is. Who cares? And obviously she really don't care what y'all say. She really don't. She let that shit roll off her back like fucking water.
Okay, y'all.
So again, this is the viral video of Lagena Gold that went viral, okay? So
Shout out
again,
to Sean Davy Way.
people to not speak. You are absolutely allowed to speak. If you do not believe her, that is okay. I don't have a problem with that. Again, you don't have to call somebody out of their name because you don't agree.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
If you don't agree, just simply say you don't agree. I don't think she's telling the truth, or I don't think so. That's completely fine. That's not disrespectful. It's a disagreement. That means that you're disagreeing.
Exactly.
But you don't have to call her out of her name.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. So here, Flip. So anything
Here,
else,
Flip.
go right ahead. It's a free for all. Just don't call her out of her name. That's all. That's it. Other than that, do your thing. You say whatever you want. That's completely fine. Again, we're here so Lagena can tell her story. That's why we're here. Okay? We're not here to convince you of anything or anything like that. You get to take what you want from what you are about to get. Okay? Not I'm shoving this down your throat. Absolutely not. Here, Flip. So if you don't believe her, completely fine. I have no problem with that. That's fine. I'm sure she doesn't have a problem with it either. So, but calling someone out the name, disrespectful. So let's hit the like, please. Please hit the like. It's over 1K in the building already. Shout out to all of you. I love you all. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. You can also super chat questions because the chat is already lit. You can super chat questions. You can cash out me questions as well, just so that I can hold them. You can send $1, which question doesn't matter. Here, Flip. So we will get into that. So I love you all again. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Without holding you all any further, I'm going to bring Miss Lagena Gold on to the show. Welcome, Lagena. How are you?
Hi. How you doing? Hi.
Good. I'm good. Thank you so much for joining me again. I super appreciate it. You could have chose anybody, but you chose me, and I just feel so special.
Yeah, I heard about you, Sean. From
again, this is
from other YouTubers.
Again, this is under the Fair Use Act. Fair Use Act. Fair Use Act.
They mentioned how you was a good person, and then now to actually talk to you, it is true. It's very genuine. So I love that with you too. So
Thank you so much, sweetie. So we have been talking all day. I feel like I've been talking your poor little ears off. But again, I thank you so much for gracing our platform. Again, you could have went anywhere, but you chose to come here. So again, I really, really appreciate you, Queen. I really appreciate that. So where do we start? I feel like we should start with the beginning. So tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into, you know, all of that stuff. Just who is Lagena Gold? Who are you?
I feel like I'm just searching myself. I'm still in my 20s, so I'm just trying to live my truth, incorporate what I know of the knowledge I had growing up, and trying to change it for the better, and also trying to find me, and also still trying to hold on to a sense of me, that the creation of me. So I do art, and I like to create YouTube videos. I'm just really trying to heal from my past, and also trying to find me and shed a light, because this is,
again, a disclaimer. This is under the copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1967. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright sector that might override the infringing nonprofit, educational, and personal use. Tips the balance in favor of fair use.
something that I feel personal, that I hold deeply, for what my mother's death, and how the behind the secret thing she dealt with, and because of I am her daughter, then I dealt with that too. But knowing the aftermath of what they did to her, I still had to carry that, and I still want justice for her. So that's what I want her to live, be able to rest in peace, and for me to just find myself in my journey. So.
Oh, I wish you many blessings on your journey, sweetheart. So so now that we have a sense more of who you are, because again, we see the art behind you, and you know you do art as well live. I've seen you do drawings and paintings.
I sing like them too, but more I took it to more of the other type of artistry approach. So I get it from them. The right brain thinker, some left brain.
Absolutely.
Just yeah.
So with that being said, now that we got a small introduction into you, I feel that we're going to get to know you more as we talk about the things that have transpired in your past. So my first question about your past will be, what is your first, or I shouldn't say first, what is your earliest memory?
My earliest memory is just being...
Thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up, so it can push me through the algorithm, so everyone else can enjoy this commentary and the content that I am giving out over here on House of Queens TV. Again, if you're here for the first time, welcome over here at House of Queens TV. Subscribe if you want to do so. Notification bell button hit also every time I upload. You guys will be notified. Also, leave a comment in the comment section so I know you guys thought about this content. Let's go. Let's get it.
In the couch with my mom, and she just holding me and making me feel safe. And it's the because I suffer from a lot of anxiety, so from that memory it just brings a sense of stillness and warmth and safety. And I feel like that's what any good mother did, was provide their kids with safety, and that's the last time I felt that way completely. So that was the first memory I have of her, and how I always wanted to be with her, but she always had to, go to work a lot. So that's the earliest memory.
So your earliest memory would be, when you're speaking of a red couch, it would be this memory, correct?
Yeah. See, that's in my grandma's house, Grandma Diane. She, like I was trying to say online, that was the house that my mom walked through the glass door, the gates. She was trying to pick me up, but she was tunnel vision, so she didn't. It traumatized me, because I'm like, everybody else sliding the door open, like just seeing her walk towards me, trying to come towards me, and then end up shattering, and I end up having a scar inside my face because of that. You'll see that the little mark right there, that's kind of swollen. And that's how she did. It was in a party that they were throwing, and she was outside. They was barbecuing, and then she seen me. Then she was trying to walk towards me, and then try to pick me up. But then she ended up walking towards the glass, and it was traumatizing. Actually, I'm like, oh, what the heck? And then the glass, but she was still beautiful nonetheless.
Jovante, you go right ahead, sweetie. You have the floor.
Hi, can you hear me? Because you guys are really low. I have to put the phone to my ear.
Great. I hear you.
Okay.
Great.
Hi, how are you, young lady? I am so sorry. I will not be referring to you as Aaliyah's alleged daughter. You do have your name up, so if it's okay, I'll refer to you as Miss Lagena. Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yep, Lagena.
Okay. Now, I have several questions that I would love to ask you.
Jovante,
yes.
Before you start, can you explain to her who you are and the audience so that they know who you are?
Okay. My name is Jovante Cunningham. I am one of the members of the group Second Chapter, and I'm also one of the young ladies from Surviving R. Kelly. I was in studio with your mom from 1991 until 1994.
Absolutely. Now go right ahead. You have the floor.
Okay. You have said so many things over the last week or so. You mentioned that you were with your mom's side of the family, correct?
Yeah, I remember my grandma. I can't really say for my uncle that much, but I know for sure my grandma.
Okay, now.
And my mom and my dad will visit too, so.
Okay, I'm going to get into the associative relationship after legalities with your alleged mother and alleged father in just a moment, but let's start here. Your grandmother's name is not Dana, if that were your grandmother. Let's start there. That's not her
Diane.
name. That's
it's
her
Diane.
Name. That's her name. Nobody calls her Dana. I don't know where you got that from, but that's
Never
not.
called her Dana.
Okay, well, I'm sure the rest of the people that are listening you've been referring to Diane Houghton as Dana.
No.
Now, you stated in one of your TikTok... You stated in one of your TikTok videos that you had been with your mom's side of the family, alleged mother's side of the family, and that Uncle Rashad, and you mentioned Barry, the gentleman who you just stated that you don't have any recollection or knowledge of, if they wanted to challenge you to sue you. Have you ever heard the phrase, a hit dog yelps or hollers?
No.
Well, that means that where there's smoke, there's usually fire. The reason why you're not getting a response from them is because they know there's no validity in anything that you're saying. That's why they haven't attempted to sue you or anything of that nature.
Is that what they told you?
As far as your age is concerned, if you were alleged said child, you're not in the right time frame to be one said alleged child. You just don't fit the profile. Now, let's go back to the people that you say you have been residing with since you were 5 years of age, you said? Okay. And you also stated that you lost contact with your alleged father upon trial. Are we speaking the first trial or the second trial?
The one that was in 2002, I believe. That trial. That's the one I was talking about.
Okay. So if you were one said alleged daughter, you would have been much older than 5 years of age when that trial started.
Yeah.
Now, before we even get to that, let's get into the fact that there's a no contact order that was put in place between your alleged mother and your alleged father upon their marriage being resolved.
I never said I seen them together.
You just said.
And then for the age you're talking about, I believe it's 93 or 94, or really 93. And I'm not sure how you know them personally, because Yeah, it will be a hard place for me to talk to you, say I am the person's daughter that hurted you, and I'm sorry for that too. But if you looked at the picture of me when you see me at 5 and you see the 98 years old, you clearly see that I'm older than the age they want me to believe I am. So
I appreciate your heartfelt sentiment as it relates to what I experienced, but I'm gonna stand on what I'm saying. I'm not negating what you're saying. I'm just telling you that your facts are not factual according to what I live.
You know them, can't you tell them to defute what allegations I'm claiming, right?
Hold on. Allow me to finish, and then allow me to finish, and then you can respond as you need to see fit. So you don't fit the age frame. Your timeline is all wrong. You don't know the actual people that you stated that you were with. You just stated to Ms. Jaguar that you have no knowledge of Mr. Hankerson. You're saying that you vaguely...
there.
You
Maybe
said
he was
you
one of the
didn't remember him at all. And when she told you who he was and who he was married to, you stated you vaguely remember hearing about him. Those were your words.
The thing is, I know who he is. You can Google him. But as far as my memory, I don't remember.
But we weren't talking about Google. She asked you from your recollection.
That's what I say. From my recollection, you have to understand the age I am currently to this day is over 20 plus years ago of memories. They made sure not to have a contact with me past 2003. They literally didn't want to come inside. You know, Wayburn. Asked them what the street on Wayburn, WAYBURN, Wayburn 12800. That's the address. Asked them about it, or do you already know about it?
Hold on, I just want to interject really quickly here. Lagena, the reason why Javante is feeling the way that she's feeling is because she was present.
Yeah.
So she was a part of a group that sang background for Aaliyah. So she was there. So she's saying this time frame that you're talking about, I was around for all of it. Like, I would have known some of these things that you were saying. So that's all she's saying with Javante. That's what she's saying. But go right ahead, Javante. Go right.
Yeah, I'm just, you're entitled to feel what you feel. You're entitled to believe what you believe. And for whatever reason, this is what you are stating. I'm just letting you know, not from what I've read, not from what I've Googled, but from what I've lived, none of it is accurate. None of it. Not even the way you're trying to associate the relationships in the family.
Okay, you guys. So again, if you're here the first time, welcome. Again, this is the third part of what I am explaining to you guys on what I actually had a problem with, but I also get it. I really get it. And it's hard for me to sit here right now, and it's very hard for me. I said it, but without saying it. I didn't go into deep details on what happened, but like I said, I also been through some things in my childhood, and if you know, you know, and not to say what they were, but if you know, you know. So, being in certain situations as a child and things happen to you that was not supposed to happen to you as a child, this is very traumatizing. And you try to find ways and things to cope with, to take you out of those spaces. And so for Regina, the things that she was going through as a child, being taken advantage of, her innocence taking, and people calling her ugly, and her being treated so wrong by her own family members, she found a space where she developed a character in her head. And they also say that the age that you was victimized, that's the age you're going to stay. I don't know if that to be true. Like I said, things happened to me when I was a child as well. And I do have a lot of childish ways. And but I don't take on a persona of saying that a celebrity is my mother, my father. those who know, I am a big, huge Michael Jackson fan. I got my ass whipped for this man. Didn't know this man from nothing. But I got my ass whipped because it was a world premiere. We had to go to bed, we had to go to school in the morning. And the way that the TV was set up in the front room and in our bedroom, I could see TV. My mom then was having a card game. My auntie was there. And so we was put to bed. They were still having a card game, but they kept the door cracked open. So for whatever reason, they had the door cracked open instead of closing the door. And so I never heard of a world premiere before. And so so I wanted to see what this world premiere is and who was Michael Jackson, y'all. So it came on. It was the Way You Make Me Feel video. I ain't never said this before in my life, you guys. It's kind of embarrassing. So I wanted to see this video, The Way You Make Me Feel. And from that moment on, I became a Michael Jackson fan. So by me watching this world premiere, my auntie kept coming in the room, you better go see, turn over. And I'm like, this is a world premiere. I mean, the world is watching this at this moment. And you guys, I got a whipping. I got my ass whipped because I wanted to watch this world. I didn't get up out of my bed. I didn't get up out of my bed. I just, turn over. Then when I figured that she was out of sight, out of mind, I turned back over to watch it. Why y'all just won't close the goddamn door? I don't understand why I didn't close the door. But anyway, so I got my ass whipped behind a man that I never met in my life. And I think that's the moment that I became infatuated with Michael Jackson. So that's so embarrassing. So that's an embarrassing moment in my life right there, you guys. I actually got my ass whipped for a man that I never knew, never met. I became a fan. I became infatuated with this man. I had dreams about this man. Never met him a day in my life. So I get it where she took on this thing of saying that R. Kelly and Aaliyah is her mom and dad from the trauma that she endured as a child. But I never took on the thing to say that Michael Jackson is my husband. I say this shit as an adult, but I say it in a joking way. I'm not obsessed with it. I defend him with people, but not to a extent where I'm finna literally get into a fight with somebody behind someone of a celebrity, because at the end of the day, they're still human, just like we are. And so he's going to break down a lot of what he believes her trauma is, and what he believes why she's doing this, and what he believes. So that's a part where I break it down and do a deep dive in. We're all different people. We take trauma on different ways, and I get it. I really do. But to this extent, she want to be heard. She want to be seen. I get it. I acted out a lot as a child. But to get on social media and to act out like this, a lot of people do a lot of shit on social media because of the cloud chasing. And I don't think for a minute that Lagena is cloud chasing at all. But I don't know what is her motive. I haven't talked to her. I haven't spoken to her I haven't replied to her for her to reply back to me, for her to answer the questions. And then watching her on the Sean David Way show and Official King Payne, I still don't have answers to my questions. So let me just, like I said, it's going to be a deep dive and it's a long video. So go ahead and thumbs up, you guys. Leave a comment in the comment section, so I know what you guys thought about this content. So let's go, let's get it. And shout out to Sean David Way, and it's under the Fair Use Act.
Because a lot of y'all are weird. So I feel that this needs to be explained to y'all in layman's terms. So that's what I'm going to do. Hair flipped. So Lagena, her going viral on TikTok for what she said about being Aaliyah's daughter. If you look on her IG, okay, starting last year, she started saying certain things about Aaliyah, okay? Last year, okay, like 2022, right? She wasn't viral for it. She didn't go viral until she went on TikTok, all right? So it's no different than when she was sitting over here doing it on IG. She wasn't viral when she said it, but she was still saying it. So she was over there, not bothering nobody, sitting over here on IG and other social media platforms, saying the same thing, you know, but not bothering anyone, right? So then she becomes viral. She didn't make the video on TikTok to become viral. She made the video just like she had always been doing what her social media is, and stuff like that. I don't know if she's working, but again, if you don't want to help, you don't have to. We don't need to talk about her finances or anything like that. If you simply don't want to help, don't, and go away. Like, it's that simple. It's that simple. Nobody. This is not a forced play. It is literally optional. You do not have to help at all whatsoever. Keep your money in your pocket if you want to keep your money in your pocket. This is what this is. You don't get to ask a person their whole, like it's dumb. Like, the girl is literally scared. She's petrified. She's by herself, and she's also suffering from mental fucking illness. Okay?
Okay, well, people on social media are trying to say that Jaguar Wright and Sean David Wade and them is trying to extort her and to get money for them and stuff like that. No, that's not the case. This young lady, since she became viral and how people feel about Aaliyah, her house has been broken into. She has been followed. She has been harassed. So they're trying to get money into helping her relocate. Because of the antics that she's been going through, she has been harassed. People have doxed her. So her address is exposed. And people have been coming to her house. Her house was broken into. Thank God she was not there. And if she was there, I mean, I hope that she knew how to protect herself. And who in their right mind would go to someone's house to harass them or to do whatever they think they should do to her because of what she fucking thinks that Aaliyah and R. Kelly is to her? How dare you? But again, those are her feelings. Those are her thoughts. That's what she believes in. So when he just said about the money, they're trying to raise money for her to try to relocate and find another place to stay because some weirdos came to this young lady's house and broke into her home where she stayed.
It's that simple. If you don't...
Oh yeah, I forgot. She does stay by herself and she does not have any children.
Want to help, you don't have to. I don't know if she gets a Social Security check. I don't know if she has a job. I don't know none of that stuff. Okay? I know she's schizophrenic because she stated it here on my show. Right? This is somebody's life. Doesn't matter. You feel like she's a clown chaser. Cool. Fine. All right? Like, cut it.
Weird.
Like, it's that simple. This is not a game. Like, ugh. Gross. If you don't want to help, shut the up and sit back or leave. End of story. Nobody begging y'all for shit.
Okay.
Like, I don't already sent the donation. Like, hair flip. And I would have sent it if I couldn't. So if you don't want to help, sit back. That's it. Listen. Let's not be immature. Are we grown or are we not? Please don't come here acting like I'm 16, 17 years, because that's how the hell I'm going to treat you. Like, it's dumb. If you don't want to help, shut the up and sit back or get blocked. That's simple. Like, here, flip, I don't have the time for this. So, again, the girl went viral on TikTok, sitting there minding her business, saying what she wants to say. All right? Now, I've never stated that when this alleged biological mother of hers had a stroke. She was the one picking up the pieces while being mentally ill, suffering from schizophrenia while that is happening, while being violated by multiple men. Multiple men. This girl feels that she is no one. Because that's how she has been treated. And y'all act like y'all so woke. Y'all act like y'all care. Y'all act like it's protect black women and all of that. But instead, y'all sit in this chat and I told y'all before we went live, please show her grace. Please. Because she has disassociated from her real life. She does not want to be who she is because of what happened to her. Being violated by multiple men. And having mental illness on top of that.
Okay, this is the part right here where he says that by her being violated as a child by multiple men, she disassociated herself from the reality of who she really is. And again, like I said, this is hard for me to say. And I said it before, but I'm not going into detail. I have been violated as well. I have been R-word as an adult a few times. So I have not disassociated myself from reality of disassociated myself from who I am. I never dressed like, as they say, a streetwalker. If y'all see some of my pictures, I have had on a skimpy dress or whatever, but I was going to a concert. And it's not, people should say, well, that would never happen to you if you weren't dressed like that, or you weren't dressed like that. The times that the thing happened to me, I was not dressed as a streetwalker. I had on pants or some leggings. I'm always dressed down like with a t-shirt on, some leggings. I dress up when I take pictures and stuff like that. Other than that, child, I got on. I dress comfortable. Some jeans, a long ass dress to my damn ankles. I might show my arms, a little cleavage, but other than that, I'm got on some pants, some leggings, and a t-shirt. So it's not people saying how you dress that things gonna happen to you. No, it's the fucking sick ass men that does the shit. They don't give a fuck what you have on, cause something going on in their fucking head. You know, so I sympathize with her of what she have been through as a child growing up. I understand what she's going through. I've been there. But I don't get it where maybe hers, I don't know. I don't know what she's been through. Like I said, I haven't talked to her and how she explained the details. But that's hurtful. It's very hurtful that she experienced this, and it took her to the fact that she wanted to disassociate herself from reality. She wanted to be someone else. That's how traumatizing it was for her. She didn't want to be that little girl no more. She didn't want to be that person anymore because she felt like that person that kept getting victimized, kept getting abused and hurt. She wanted to be somebody fucking else. That is what Sean Davy Way is trying to explain to y'all people that don't get it. Even if you have not been in a situation or you don't know anyone that has been violated, you will not get it. Just listen. Listen. That's all he is trying to get to you guys. And you guys still out there clowning this girl, calling her ugly. But that's her story. That's her truth, y'all. That's what she been through. I just can't relate to it. I can't. I don't know how many times it happened to her. But I just can't say that just because I was violated as a child and it been R-word as an adult, I don't want to be who I am. I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor. And one day I will tell you guys my story. Or my stories. One day. But what happened to me made me stronger. I never want to disassociate myself from who I am. I'm a bad bitch.
So she removed herself from her real life and became something other than what she is. Who that person is Aaliyah's daughter. That's who she became. Because it was better than being who she was. This ugly, big-nosed black girl that no one cares about. She is alone. And she is suffering. And instead of helping her, let's demean her. Let's disrespect her. Let's call her out of her name. Let's do all of that because that helps. No, it just pushes her further in her shell. How's she going to open up with all of this? How's she going to come to terms to who she really is because of y'all? Y'all are weird. You're weird. I didn't bring her on here because she was Aaliyah's daughter. Aaliyah didn't have no damn kids. I brought her so she can be heard. So that she can, because that's it. Nobody has listened to her. Nobody believes her. Just like her real story. Nobody believed her. The people around her let it happen. And when she told them what happened, no one backed her. Disassociation. On my station hit, I explained to my audience, it's just like Miss Cleo. Call me now. The fortune teller, the psychic reader. God rest her soul. Miss Cleo was violated when she was at a very young age on up. Okay? It stopped when she switched foster homes. Miss Cleo had never been to the islands. No islands. And no matter which island you name, she ain't never been to it. But she had an accent. Calling me now. What do you have an accent for in America? Raised here. We're born here. But as far as she knew, she was told by her birth mother, gave birth to her on the islands, and her mother was from the islands. So what was happening to her, she disassociated herself from who she was and became this islander to disassociate herself from the abuse that happened to her. Okay? The reason Miss Cleo didn't open up is because no one believed her. When it happened, no one believed her. She wasn't heard. She didn't feel like she mattered. Because no one heard her story. She told her story, but nobody heard it. So she created her own. So that she could literally feel those memories and become these memories that she is making up.
And then again, the things that happened to me, I told who I had to tell. And as an adult, I did what I had to do. Go to the hospital, call 911, go to the hospital, get treated. If they found the person due to the kit, they found them, then identify the person if I had to identify them, and we go on from there. So, and like I said, as a child, you know, in some black households where they say, don't speak on this, don't speak on that. I spoke on it. I don't remember what happened as the person. So, we moved to California. That's all I can say that. Moved to California. Moved back to the South at 16 years old. So, it is what it is. I've been back and forth. Louisiana, California, Chicago, overseas. My dad was in the Army, so we moved around a lot. Then my stepdad did the job that he had. So we moved a lot. So, like I said, those are their stories. I'm just telling you guys my experience. Without going into detail, I'm telling you my experience.
Not from the islands. She doesn't have an accent. None of those things. But that's how she copes with what happened to her. Everybody copes differently. Just like everybody goes through trauma differently.
Exactly.
So to be other than that abused little girl, she wanted to be somebody else. But in that little girl that was hurt, there's no strength in her. There's no confidence in her. There's no self-esteem there. So she had to build someone to become someone else. Not that person. Okay? When people started to listen to Miss Cleo, that's when she started to open up with her truth. That's when at times even her friends would say her accent would leave. she would tell us what happened to her, and it would be in a completely different voice. It wouldn't even be in the Islander accent. And even Islanders called her out on it. And was like, Cleo, you're not from the islands. We don't talk like that. Even with Patois. Our Patois is not like that. That's not, you're not from there. And she still, you couldn't make Miss Cleo, you could not convince her that she was not from the islands, born and raised. Because anything's better than going back there, than going back to that dark place, than going back to what happened to me. It's that simple. It is the same thing with Lagena. The girl is sick. She needs help. She does. But the main thing she needs is for somebody to listen to her. She's never going to come out of her shell if people are just disrespecting her because she is immune. She is immune to disrespect. I see her on my show and I said, I can tell her 55,000 times, 500,000 times to her face, you're not Aaliyah's daughter. And she's still going to think what she thinks. And she shook her head. Compassion, empathy is what I was having for her. Okay? She's hurt and she's hurting. She just wants somebody to just bring me in, love on me, because that is what she's missing. She literally wants to rename herself Love, because that's the main thing she wants in her life. That's all she wants. She just wants people to love her. And not in a clout chase way, just for somebody to care about me. Because there's no one that cares about me. Nobody listens to me. And then the people that are in her life, her sisters and all that, they're making fun of her, cussing her out, threatening her. Where's the love in that? Where's the love in that? And then being violated on top of that and never truly expressing what happened. That's why you hear parts of her truth throughout this story about Aaliyah and R. Kelly, because it's not real. It's unfortunate, and I really care about her. You know, so that hard truth, she's going to have to come to that recognition on her own. But when she does come to that recognition, do you think she's going to do it in hatred? Do you think she's going to do what people bad-mouthing her? Calling her ugly, black this, you're African, you're this, you're that. The girl done felt ugly her whole life. We are not helping. We have the opportunity to change someone's life just by giving them love. Just by hearing them out. Okay, mama, I get it. You want to be Aaliyah's daughter. You're not. That's okay. But I can overlook that to see that you are hurting. I can overlook that. I don't care that she thinks that she's Aaliyah's daughter. I don't care. If that gives her peace, if that helps her cope with what happened to her, fine. I'm not taking that from her. That's why I said I'm not taking her story. Because if we take her story, she has nothing. She's right back to being that person she does not want to be. She's right back to being at face to face with her trauma with nobody to help her. With nobody to guide her back on the right road. But let's disrespect her. Let's call her out of her name. Let's attack her. Literally, we have the opportunity, all of us, just pray for her. That's it. You don't have to cuss her out. You don't have to call her out. For what? Okay, I get what she's doing with Aaliyah. Aaliyah's dead and gone. It can be viewed extremely disrespectful. Absolutely. But it's the thought of Aaliyah that warms her heart. So she's a huge fan of Aaliyah too. She is. She loves her. Okay? That's all that is. It's a disassociation. She's disassociating herself from who she was. Very emotional. She is. And again, to hear that you're ugly, to hear that you're this, to hear that you're that, she's immune. She's fine with y'all calling her ugly. She agrees. Why would you want that for her? I don't want that for her. I literally text her every morning. her. I literally tell her. I messaged her. She sent me some messages. I don't want to show the messages, but where are these messages from? Good morning, beautiful. I say to her every time I talk to her. I say, "Hi, sweetheart. I hope your evening is well." I always every morning, "Good morning, beautiful." Because I want her to feel like she is enough, and she does not feel that way, and we don't help with the things that we do and say. A lot of times we overlook how we treat people.
So, you guys, we're going to end it right here. That's all I had to do. I just want to touch in and out of what Shanae Way was breaking it down. I hope you guys get it. Again, like I said, this young lady is dealing with a lot of trauma that she needs to work on and feel appreciative and feel love. And I feel so bad for her. And again, her truth is her truth is her truth. And we can't take that from her. And I wish her the best in love. And I'm going to be praying for her. Because again, when I first heard about the situation, I did not go to her comment section. It was something that drew me to her. I didn't go in there being disrespectful and saying mean things. I went in there and told her, speak your truth, baby. Speak your truth, honey. And I encouraged you. And I am happy. I'm glad that you were standing on your own 2 feet and you telling your truth. And again, I got attacked. For standing for a person that I did not know. But again, that's life. So, you guys, if you guys here for the first time, welcome. Subscribe if you want to do so. Hit the notification bell button. Hit all. Leave a comment section. Thumbs up. So push me to the algorithm so more people can come in and view this content. Like I said, it was a deep dive, and this is another one of my long videos. So, shout out to Sean David Way and what he did. I appreciate it so much, and I respect what you did. So, again, like I said, shout out to him and what he's doing with Miss Gold. Shout out to her too. So, I am your girl, truly. 318 Eradicated Diva, and you tune into Who to Where? HOUSEOFQUEENS TV. It's a thing called life. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but put your faith in God. He will see you through. He is all understanding. I love you. God loves you, and I hope you love yourself even more. Keep it in mind. It will get greater later.